meet with Doomy, and he says, as you need me to pick you up this morning, eh? You will be coming in?
Seems like it.
It's another day or two to sell the rum that we have in our hold.
Alright. Well, that sounds fine. I think we need a day or two here anyways.
Very well. Alright, so you're going in. Are you going to... What are you going to do with the chest? Are you going to bring it with you, or are you going to mess with it here? Or...
Oh shit, I forgot about the chest.
Should we try to get... Of all the people we've hired, there's got to be one that's shady enough to be able to pick locks.
You just go up on deck and say, "Who here knows how to pick locks?"
At least better than us, because we're average at best.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely at least someone who knows how to pick locks. Let me just roll to see how much. Okay. Well, that's actually unfortunate. I rolled. Nobody knows how to pick locks.
Are you shitting me?
As surprising as that is.
You all call yourselves fucking pirates? And no
Alright, Mr. Dibbs, bash it in.
I'll give it one shot of picking it, and then I'm bashing this fucker.
Okay. Thievery roll. Do you have lock picks?
I actually think I do. I bought some when I was... Let me look. Oh, no, I don't.
When you're like, I might want to be good at this one day, I'll buy these.
Yeah, it was. It's on the list, but I never bought them because they're kind of like, what are they, $100 or something? I don't know.
They're fairly expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Can I cast smite on my carving knife with...
I got a fucking 15, 13. I got a 13, but could I have used something?
Well, you need some kind of implement to pick with.
All right.
And it would be another -2 for improper tools.
Okay, so an 11. God, what the hell could be used?
I mean, if there's a saw blade around, sometimes those can be used. Old saw blades.
Gotta be some wire.
Yeah.
Just random bits.
I say random bits and get an 11.
I guess if you're on the ship, you can probably find something like that.
Strings from a lute.
Okay, so you got an 11 with a -4 then?
Yep.
All right. Well,
Six,
yeah.
three.
All right. It takes you a little bit to work around with it, but eventually you're able to open it with whatever bits and bobs you have.
I guess I could have asked the crew. All right, any of you got any fucking lockpicks?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
None of them know how to pick. Then.
Yep, I know.
No. All right. So you are eventually able to jimmy it open.
All right.
Without damaging any of the contents.
Good.
So inside, you find 9 vials, 6 of which have auspex in them, and 3 of which have siphon.
Oh, 3 aspects.
6 auspex, 3 siphon. Doses.
Auspex times 6, siphon times 3.
Yeah. There's also a syringe in there that looks like you can load a vial into it, basically.
Ooh.
It's a pretty big metal syringe. It doesn't look very nice to stab into yourself, but it's reusable.
Did I recover a dose of siphon in that vial?
Yes, in the metal cylinder. If you check that,
I'll just add that to the chest.
Yeah, it's not actually in a vial, but yeah.
Right.
If you use one of the other doses, you can just pour it into the vial. There are also 2 jars of the Lazarus serum, and And then the interesting ones are there is a stamp with the seal that matches the one that was on the letter. That fleur-de-lis with the roses. And then there is this small like sphere made out of black crystal that radiates like an unnatural like cold. Like it's almost painful to the touch of cold. And Tara and Robin, you both see that sphere as well as the seal or like the stamp is magical.
I'm making a cold roll. Or just to kind of get an idea of what it is.
It's some kind of magic item. That's pretty much all you can.
Which one is the Lazarus serum?
The jars of like greenish yellow liquid.
I mean, what does that do?
It's used in
Make
the
hollows.
creation and maintenance of hollow.
Oh, right.
It smells kind of like formaldehyde.
Ah, formaldehyde. We put a little bit in the beer.
Wait, I thought that's what the Auspex was.
No, the
that
Auspex is the magic enhancer.
Oh, that's the boost.
gives people magic.
Yeah, Auspex is boost, Siphon is drain, Lazarus is the hollow making stuff. Okay. All over the place. The stamp or the seal or whatever, that's magical.
Yep. It and the sphere that radiates cold is both like a faint magical aura. Which if you're just like walking through a room, you might not notice that they're magical. But I'm assuming that you guys are examining these items fairly closely.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay. Now, fast forward, we're back in the longboat.
Mm-hmm.
What
What are you
do we
going to do with those items? Are you going to stash them on the boat or take them with you?
Probably leave them on the ship.
Lock them back up.
Yeah, put them back. Put all that stuff back in the chest and throw it in my quarter.
Yeah, you can't really relock the chest because you don't have a key, but
That's fine.
it's closed.
They
All
know
right.
not to open
Sounds
the
good.
chest.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna mess with your stuff.
The last people who fucked with the captain got, killed, I guess.
Not everyone on here was part of that crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so then you guys are gonna head into town.
Yep.
On the boat.
What do we want to do in town? Do we want to check out the
Mortician?
mission and see if he knows what's going on? He might
Sure.
not be super forthcoming.
I also kind of want to start getting ahead or start looking for some goods to bring back. But yes, the mortician is more important.
All right.
If he doesn't answer right away, he might be persuaded. I don't know.
We can find out.
All right. So
Or
you
just
guys.
go ask him if we could have some free bodies or pay him for something. My guess is he just runs a body racket. But maybe he's part of it. I don't know.
All right. So you guys head back to the docks with Dumi and get dropped off there. Same as last evening. Only it's like morning now. And the docks are a lot more bustling, with various dock hands and people walking around. But you're going to make your way down towards the cemetery.
Yeah.
All right. You walked by there on your way forward before, so you come down. It's a pretty large cemetery. Tara, I'll say, give me a survival roll to try and retrace your steps based off of the shovel memory, because the perspective was a little bit weird on that. So.
Yep.
What?
It's from the shovel's point of view.
Yeah.
I will spend a penny to reroll that, because that was cool. Oh, yeah. Thank you, wild die. Okay, that's enough wild die. I think I'm comfortable. I got a 13.
Okay. So you sort of walk out into the cemetery and get your bearings, and then find your way down to the southern side. And going down the street a little ways, you discover the familiar location of the funeral home. There, number 16. It looks almost like an abandoned building from the outside. Like in the daylight, the windows are boarded up. The place is decrepit and almost in ruins. As are several of the other buildings around, but this is definitely the worst. And there's a little sort of sunken doorwell by the front door, just beneath the sign.
Okay. Well, how do you two want to approach this? Do you want to go in and demand answers about who these people are? Do you want to be crafty about it?
I'll say that if you scope out the building a little bit, on the back side there is a larger door with a couple of wagons next to it. Seems like the back door.
The body drop off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, corpse wagons.
Do we want to have someone stay out here and watch that door? Just they're probably not going to run away, I suppose.
I mean, they went in the front door, right?
Yes, the shovel went in the front door.
They got the shovels from
came
this
out
side.
of the front door, I guess I should say. You're not sure what door they went in, but they came out the front door.
I mean, we could just... Do we want to just go in and ask about these two guys and offer money, or do we want to try to wheedle it out of them? Do we want to pretend to be interested in digging up bodies, or I don't know how you go about that. I guess you just ask, hey, can I dig up some bodies, please? Thank you. I'll give you money. I brought my own shovel. No need.
Yeah, I think we can maybe start with that, and then if he's hesitant, then we pull out the bad cop routine.
Am I doing this?
I don't know who.
I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I'm not great at,
I'm just about as good as anyone.
I can talk, but I'm also a 13-year-old girl asking about digging up bodies.
I mean, really, what's the difference between who asks? It's still weird.
Maybe
All right.
we should all get some big cloaks like those other guys, so we don't seem out of place. Also, then they wouldn't see our very memorable faces. Which I'm actually quite interested in not showing, now that I think about it.
Okay.
Here you
Are there?
To the
Did we
cloak
pass?
store.
Did we pass any general stores?
No, not on your way through the
Ah.
graveyard.
go. Damn it.
Shit.
Can't be that convenient.
There's gotta be like a general store around here somewhere.
The commerce district is back this way
Shit.
in this area.
Well, we've got time, right? I really don't want to go in with my admiral's hat, my eye patch, and my very my bright parrot feathers in my hair.
I mean, do we all need to go in?
No, I guess.
I just
we're
look
all
like-
pretty memorable.
I mean, there's a whole colony of Ketris people right next to us.
I
All
suppose
right, people.
you're not.
Carrot people.
I suppose you're not. You're probably the least memorable of us, which is
Yeah.
saying.
Especially if you hold my rifle. Here, hold on to this.
You might be the most memorable because you'd be like a young teenage girl asking about shadowy figures and digging up bodies.
Oh no, I'm just gonna ask if I can do some grave robbing. If he lets me pay him.
I would like a big cloak though, just because I assume at some point I'm gonna have to interface with this guy and Mr. Dibbs as well.
All right, to the cloak store.
All right, you're gonna go try and find some inconspicuous, billowy black clothing.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yeah, you went down there and just sort of like stood out, like a little ways down, debating. Like 9 a.m. and then made your way back to the commerce district. So the looking around here a little while, you pass by a couple of like the main shops here. There is an antique shop at 15, and then there is a larger store with which is actually a clothing store, although it's more like high quality clothing.
Oh, antique shop.
Okay, you're gonna go into the New World Antiquities.
Yep.
Okay.
Weird shit in there.
Yeah, so you step inside and like it is definitely the weird shit shop. There is a balding older man sort of sitting at the counter who just kind of like nods to you with a calm smile as you step in. And yeah, there's just a bunch of like random crap. Looking around, I would say you would find like a number of like sort of. Let me see. Like,
Hello, shop. I'm looking for your biggest, spookiest cloak you have.
Okay, so you find a couple of like thick like leather coats. One of them is black. A couple of the other ones are brown. They look like pretty heavy for this environment. And you're not really sure why they're here. I guess one of them has like a pattern of like this broken sword stitched onto the sleeve. The black one.
Okay, do I recognize that pattern? That's a weird pattern.
Give me a academics roll.
Probably not. I got a 1.
Nope.
Alright. I'll yeah, I'll buy the big weird one with the broken sword thing.
Okay, yeah. The guy kind of like, yeah. I'll say there are three adult-sized coats. So Robin, this is going to be very big on you if you want to wear it. But
Yeah, I most definitely do.
okay, it's like there's like a foot, like it's like a long coat. So there's like a foot of material just like dragging on the ground behind you, and the sleeves go down past your fingertips. Um,
Can I buy a scarf too?
yeah, there's a couple of scarves. There you do actually see. I mean, you're going for subtlety, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But you do see one that looks fairly nice. It's like woven with this like silver thread.
Ooh.
It's like a dark red.
How much for that one?
Is that one is 10 marks, and the others are 2 marks apiece.
I'll give you 5 for the silver ink one.
Yeah, very good. And the man, he seems a little bit surprised that you bought these coats, but he is pleased that well they've been sitting there for a while, and glad that they finally found a home.
How much marks? How many marks was it for?
Two marks for the coat.
Alright, we got our disguises. I'm gonna wrap the fancy, no, not fancy. The whatever shawl thing.
Okay, the fancy one or the mundane one?
The fancy one. How about
The
the
silver
fancy
threaded one? Okay.
Yep. I'll wrap it
Alright.
around my face.
So you put on these coats, and you immediately tell that it is going to be like insufferably uncomfortable to wear in this climate.
I'll take it off. I'll put it on when we're outside the shop.
Okay, it's like picture wearing a winter coat on like an 80-degree day in the sun, and that's pretty much what you got.
Mm-hmm. That's the worst.
Yeah. There's a reason why they're super cheap.
Alright. Back to the mortician.
All right, disguise is purchased. Probably an hour later, you guys make your way back, carrying your musty leather coats.
Oh, they're
And,
leather? Oh.
Yeah, they're leather.
Oh man.
Oh, I already had a leather duster.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's thicker. I'm imagining the one that you're wearing is a little bit
Yeah.
designed for summer climes.
Yeah,
So
you're
it's, like,
probably.
cut in a specific way. But yeah, this one's like thick and
And
quite
gross.
quite
It's,
insulative.
It's gross heat.
Yeah. But you get back to the mortician or the funeral home with your disguises. Quote.
Alright, Robin. I think you're up, right?
Let's do that.
So you're gonna put on the overly large trench coat and knock on the front, or like go into the funeral home.
No, we're not gonna even knock.
Okay, you're just gonna go in.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
it is
mine.
on-
Like, we're all going in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Robin is leading though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So just to clarify, why did you guys get disguises? Because I didn't get any. I didn't care.
We got disguises so that they don't. We're very memorable people.
Yeah,
Just so they don't immediately know who we are by our description.
So you're gonna like put the collar up on the coat, and I guess Tara, you can like wrap the scarf around your face.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So we didn't actually have anything with hoods.
Oh, I just bought the scarf for extra because my eye patch and everything is memorable.
Yeah, I thought we were going to buy like hooded cloaks.
Oh, yeah. I guess the intention was for you to have it. Yeah, so they are like big long hooded jackets.
Okay.
That's the adds to the oppressive heat of them.
And how small can I make a globe of darkness?
Huh.
If you wanted to just like
Face side.
Cover my face?
yeah, you could definitely do that. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll cast
just, like-
I'll cast like dark vision or dark sight so I can see through it, and then I'll cast darkness on my
Okay.
face.
Sure. Give me a roll for that.
For the dark side.
All right. So it does kind of, or no, that's enough to negate the 4 points of penalties. So you're good.
Yep.
All right. So you just like emanate a darkness like an inch off of your skin, pretty much, and you step in to the room, or like step into the funeral home. You open the door and step inside to this sort of like musty smelling entry hall. The door creaks loudly, and stepping on the floorboards, it's quite squeaky and noisy. The front hall is empty. And you see a couple of like doors leading off to side rooms and a staircase going up to the second floor.
Is there a bell?
You look around, there is actually a little bell off to the side of the door.
I'm gonna ring the bell.
All right. Ding, 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 ding. It sort of echoes through the hallways, and after a couple of seconds, you see a shape just sort of like move up to the out of one of the side rooms. Off. No, he comes down from the upstairs. So like you heard as the steps creak on as he slowly makes his way down, and you see this this tall dressing man, dark skin, completely hairless, so shaved head and shaved eyebrows, and the same sort of like buggy eyes, and he gives you this very white-toothed smile and says, "Hello there. How can I help you?"
I believe you're acquainted with our rads.
Give me a persuasion roll, Robin.
$11.
Okay. He kind of his brow kind of creases a little bit, and he nods and says, "Sworn of Kosungi, it is unusual for you to come at this time."
We are in unusual times.
"I do not recognize you."
I have not been here before.
I see. What do you require?
Is this guy's a Drastian, right?
Yeah. His demeanor seemed to change a little bit when Robin said that. Like it, he sort of pivoted from a little bit from the like creepy Martitian stereotype to more formal speech.
We are in need of more bodies.
I can accommodate that, but it is daylight out. cannot. I mean, I suppose there are some that are being prepared. They were for other clients.
Other clients? Do you have clients other than the what he calls the swarm of Tazungi?
The sworn.
Sworn of Tazungi?
Yeah. Yes. Business is business. But you are my primary buyers. I will, of course, accommodate you if you require additional bodies. Do you need them right now?
I'm gonna look over at Tara.
Shake my head, no. Just silent, I guess.
No. We will be back tonight, though.
Okay. Who is this man, if I may ask? He does not seem to be one of you, and he points to Mr. Dibbs.
I smile a little.
This is a new associate.
I'm the muscle. No need to know me.
Give me another persuasion roll, Robin.
4.
4?
No.
Okay. He kind of like nods, sort of like the crease in the eyebrow deepening a little bit, and says, "Very well. Would you be? Are you interested in those in the cemetery, or would you like the ones that I have in back?"
Well, you said that the ones that you have in back are for other clients. So.
That is correct. If you require them, I can make do, but
Lazarus theorem. Lazarus theorem has no preference. We can dig some up.
very well. And he nods and says, "Return in the night, and I will direct you to the proper locations for a recently interred corpse. I will have to consult my ledger." And I assume you will have payment then, yes?
Of course.
Yes, corpse.
I said, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said corpse.
Corpse.
Okay.
I'll trade you corpse for corpse.
Corpse? He kind of like nods and says, "Is that all you require, Sworn?"
For now.
Very well. And he does sort of like a half bow kind of thing.
Yeah. Leave, I guess.
Eve. Oogly.
He just kind of like stands at the base of the stairs and watches as you guys step out of the door. You leave spookily.
Yeah, we leave.
Alright.
Go to an alleyway, I guess. Take
off.
off these fucking robes.
Yeah, as you're already sweating.
Sword of Kasungi must be sweltering under these.
I say we go in and get the ledger and get him to talk.
Yeah, I don't think. I gotta say, I don't think he knows too much. I think he just supplies their bodies. But,
It'd be nice to know how many bodies, though.
and like what they're paying him and how much.
Right.
How many bodies? That'd be great. Maybe we should sneak in and steal stuff.
Steal the ledger?
Yeah. And maybe his money, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he can't do that great. He's selling people's bodies.
So we need a distraction.
Well.
Well, I mean, maybe they'll even come back tonight? I wouldn't think so, because we kind of jacked up their workshop, I guess you could call it. Unless they have another one somewhere.
I mean, he didn't seem surprised about it. There being like comrades or other people.
Yeah, we just
there
bought
might
some
be more.
janky robes and showed up, and there's like, oh, Sworn of Kasungi in your hot-ass robes.
You definitely got a little bit of like perplexion, but yeah.
Oh, maybe we stake this out for the rest of the day. Then just watch him. See if he goes anywhere.
I mean,
Rat
we
on
could
us.
wait until night and just keep an eye on the place, like you said. Maybe they show up, probably not. And if they don't show up at all, we sneak in, steal the things. Yeah?
I would like to point out that, as has recently been discovered, none of us are good at sneaking.
Right.
We're much more typical pirates.
Oh, sneaking into the creeping
Right.
pirates.
Yeah.
I guess I could make us
I
better at
can-
sneaking.
I can, yeah, I was gonna say, you can, like, shroud people. Oh, that's it?
So, are you guys gonna wait until nightfall to mess around with this, or are you gonna like try and sneak in now, or just stake it out? And...
I mean, he's just a mortician. So we should probably wait till night. I bet I could knock him out if I had the drop on him too.
Did he have any sort of response when I mentioned the Lazarus serum? Like, what the hell is that? Or it was just like, oh yeah, okay.
It didn't seem to be like, yeah, he didn't seem confused by that. No.
So he very well may have a hollow that we have to fight.
Oh, maybe. Well, I mean, if we're stealthier than before,
I mean, anything is stealthier than before.
well, before we just like walked in and
That's what I mean.
kicked some shit around.
That's what anything. Even just trying a little bit will be better.
I mean, I think we could. I think we could sneak in and take out a mortician if we had to.
Just give him a little quick stabby stab, and he's dead.
Just also know that I can't fight and be stealthy.
I can.
Me and Mr. Dibbs could put on some sort of distraction while Robin sneaks in the back.
Yeah.
I will say, the front door, just like from how noisy the door is and like the floorboards, it's going to be almost impossible to sneak through there without making noise. Like, just because of how like rickety it is.
Because.
It's just squeaky and loud.
Yeah.
There are two doors. We could stake out the back door for a while and see if that one's loud.
Hey, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
They said that their boss was this shadowy cloaked figure, right?
Let's be the boss.
Who said?
I'm blanking on her name again. Our Isa? Who was their new boss?
Their new boss was some Costrin guy.
Oh, okay.
That on the other end of the deal. They didn't directly encounter any of the people on this end, the recipients of the drugs. But yeah, the Costrin guy was the origin of the drugs.
And then how long of a sail is it from Ketras to here? It was like 4 days.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days.
And our job was to like explore this.
Yeah, just like find more information out about
Okay.
where the drugs are going and who they're going to and where they're coming from. So the more information, the better. But there isn't really like a precise, like you need to find out everything or sort of thing.
Right. Okay.
Or you need to.
Yeah, I think getting this ledger might be a good idea.
The further you go, the better. But
Let's stake out that alley with the back door. When that opens, see if it's loud or anything.
Yeah. Do
And
it.
it's too bad that invisibility isn't a air or water spell.
I do have a potion of invisibility.
You do?
I do.
Oh shit! Oh, you could totes sneak in.
I mean,
No way a mortician could see invisible people, right?
no, but I think it's the sound that is our
Right.
biggest problem.
the sound is your bane. Are you going?
But
sorry,
with enough
are you-
of a distraction, the sound may not make too much of a difference.
Let's just stake out the back door, and when it opens,
Okay.
see if that one's loud.
You're gonna do that during the day
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just kind of like hang out in the back alleys.
Yep.
Okay, give me a stealth check just for loitering, tactical loitering.
All right. Well, before we do that, I'm going to try to boost everyone's stealth.
Okay,
Boost our loitering.
No. All right. I got a 6. So, I'm sorry, a 5. So everyone is 1 die better.
okay. So probably a 6 instead of a 4 for everyone.
Yep.
I got a 5. Yeah.
I also got a 5.
Okay, Mr. Dibbs.
I got an 11.
Okay, so you guys loiter in the alleyway behind the
I'm the best loiterer.
mortician's place. Just find like the shadow of a building to kind of lean up next to, and
Guys, it's a terrible spot to loiter.
Robin's able to sort of deepen the shadow a little bit to make you guys less obvious.
Mr. Dibbs was like, no, you guys got to pose as a street musician. Come on.
Now you're
Yeah,
getting
I mean, I guess you could split up into like a couple of different places and just do your thing. But yeah, you're able to find pretty decent spots to just sort of stake out this place. And yeah, at this point it's like mid morning. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So you wait for a couple of hours, and are you just watching the back door, or are you in a place where you only have line of sight to the back door?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Can't see both, right?
no, you there's no real place where a single person could.
But
see
we can
both
split up,
sides.
right? I'll watch the front door to see who comes and goes from that door.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, that works.
better.
Yeah. So Robin, at around 1:00, you see a little like a young sort of like early teenage boy, probably about your age,
Is he cute?
runs down the street. I mean, he's very dirty. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
He looks like a Drassian street youth.
Yes.
You've encountered many of them. They're usually pretty annoying.
He's
But,
running down the street. You
Yeah,
said.
he runs up and like
Tripping.
knocks on the funeral home door. He's got a little like bundle, like a package or something. He knocks
Okay.
on the door and just like steps inside, and after like a couple of minutes, he comes back out and just kind of like puts his hands in his pockets and walks down the road. Then later on in the day, you guys watching the back door see a man with like a kind of a raggedy sort of jacket and like a sort of tan colored turban kind of walk back around. It looks like he's trying to act sort of discreet, but not doing a super great job of it. Tara, you see him and you notice that he does have an aura.
Oh. Whoa. Okay.
And, he comes to the back of the door and just kind of like knocks on it. And after a second, the door opens, and you see him kind of like conversing through it for a second, glancing over his shoulder, and
oh man, I'm gonna try to sneak up to listen.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
Oh, come on. Do I still have boosted stealth or no?
I'm maintaining it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Benny. Come on. Money. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Wild Die. I got an 8.
All right, so you're able to like edge up along the wall that you're standing by and get within range of hearing them, and the mage, it says like as you get up, it says yes, I have the agreed upon amounts, and why did you make me come down to get them? And you hear the funeral home guy respond, there were possible complications with another client. I had to rearrange some things, but they are yours to take. You can borrow one of my wagons, and provided you brought the money. And Mage responds, yes, here it is. No, give them to me. And he says, well, all in good time. If you'll step inside, you can take the mounts yourself. You can take this one here. And the Mage responds, do you expect me to just carry this car to myself? I'm not a slave. And there's kind of like a sigh as the mortician responds, well, I have a mule in the barn over there, if you must. That will cost extra. And as they talk about that, they kind of like step inside, and the door closes.
Okay, I'll go back to my previous position.
Okay. A couple minutes later, the guy comes out, and he is kind of like swearing to himself and carrying this like pretty obviously like a body shrouded in like a cloth, and he carries 2 out into one of these wagons and like sort of throws an additional thing over it before going out and getting the mule and harnessing it up. This takes like an excruciatingly long amount of time because he obviously doesn't really know how to do it.
Yeah.
And he seems very upset about the whole situation.